down, get my power supply, which I have here. I'm going to be using a 510 watt PC power and cooling supply, and I'm going to set it into the case. Make sure I've got it the right orientation. And get it to line up with the screw holes, and then I will put in the screws. Okay, the power supply is now secure. Now at this point, I've got to route all these power supply cables. And it's easiest to do that with the system laying down. Now I'm going to need to plug in the main power, which, whoops, I have right here. I have the CPU power. I've got auxiliary power, let's see, for video cards, which is over here. And I've got the drive power. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these connected up, and then we'll see what that looks like. Okay, there. At this point, I've connected all of the power to all of the disk drives, including the hard drives and the optical drive. I snapped the front cover plate back on the system and ran the front panel USB and audio connectors to the motherboard. You can see those here. Here's the USB connection, the front panel connection. Now that was made a whole lot easier because I had replaced those multiple little pin, connectors with a single individual connector. The USB was a single individual connector, and the audio, the front panel audio, was a single individual connector, not a bunch of little tiny pins that you had to try to get on there. Also, I used my trusty zip ties to tie up some of the cables to keep them away from the motherboard. I like to have everything as open, as clear as possible, unobstructed airflow through the system. As you can see, the wiring turned out very nice and neat. A lot of it is kind of hidden on the other side here. Here's the hard drive and optical serial ATA cables, and here's where the front panel cables came in through the case. So it's so nice to be able to take this back panel off and be able to route the wires like this. Okay, now at this point, we only have one thing left to do, and that's to install the video card. So that's going to basically go into the #1 PCI Express X16 slot right here. So all I have to do is remove the card bracket holder from the back of the PC here and pop the card into its slot. Now, well, let me first get that screw out of there. Take that off. Okay, now I wanted to make a point about this video card. I mean, I like a high-powered video card as much as anybody, but I can't stand the noise and failure-prone small fans. A lot of video cards have small fans on them, and they very easily clog up and are very failure-prone. So this is what's called a passive heatsink cooled video card. It has a heatsink on it, but it uses no fan. So it relies on the cooling in the system to pull enough airflow over this to keep it cool. Now, because it is a no-fan video card, it doesn't require extra power. So although this power supply had extra, PCI Express video power connectors, it could, drive a very high-powered video card. This will not need that. So basically, all I'm going to do now is install the card in the slot. Now, as you can see, I've removed the bracket from the slot here, so the back of the machine, so I can line this card up with the slot, make sure it goes in straight, and pop it into place. Now once it's installed, I can then lock it down with the card holder here.